What is going on, guys and girls? Another week as a home dealer. Now, if you're new to the channel, 8 weeks ago, I left my full-time job to become a home dealer. Now, it has not been the easiest of journeys, and we've struggled along the way, and it's hard work. But this week, we decided we're going to have a look on the auction website and see if we can actually win some cars or buy some cars. But they seemed expensive. So then I managed to get a car, but it had some undersurface corrosion. I thought, Bob could probably underseal a car, couldn't you, Bob? As per, he doesn't say anything or do anything. So I set about a 16-hour plus detail, undersealing, paint correction, and interior detailing. It's safe to say that is the cleanest £3,000 Corsa in the UK right now. I did 2 details for the car dealership just to keep some cash coming in. That was £240. So we haven't sold anything this week, but we still have the Rio and we still have the i20. Both of those have got viewings booked for next week. So when I come next Sunday's video at 6:30, might be in a different place. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you've got any thoughts, any comments, any feedback, or anything you think might help me, pop it in the comments. Enjoy the video. It's Monday! So after the success of selling the car yesterday, we now need to replace it with another one. And before we get into what I've been doing all day, we need to ask you a favour. We really need you to hit that subscribe button. Me and Bob want to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this month. And the only way that's possible is if you guys hit that button. We're about 1,000 away and we really appreciate your support. Now, do one. So, what have I been up to today then? Well, I've spent all morning on the DealerMetrics app searching for cars. Now, I have found a couple of Corsas. There's this one here, and then there's this one here. Now, the silver one, I like it, but it just looks over-prepared, and that is a bit suspicious to me, that it's a dealer. So, I am considering it, but that's not the one I want. Now, the black one, this one I really am interested in. I've made an offer of £1,500 because it does have some surface corrosion on the front subframe, front arm, and the rear axle. Now, I can clean all of that up. I can put the car up on jack stands, jet wash it all underneath, wire wall it all off and sand it all back, and then use a product like Lano Guard or any of those other underseals. Make that banging, and take all the pictures and put it up for sale for 3 grand, 1,500 quid, 30 quid's worth of Lano Guard, and I can get that looking good. So, I think that's worth it. 3 grand car, 1,500 quid, minus a few little bits. I can go there, I can view the car, I can test drive the car, I can check the car, and I can buy that car. So, if you're interested in using the DealerMetrics app, and I'll give you another reason why it might be a good idea to use the DealerMetrics app in a minute, but there is a link in the description. Use my code driveway10 to get a discount, and they've also now got a new pricing structure, but we'll come back to that in a little bit. So the other thing that I've been doing, I've been on the BCA auction website. I signed in. I was like, I'm a little bit excited. I'm a bit of a child. Logged into BCA. Went through the whole auction catalogue. It has been years since I have gone through a whole catalogue of cars. And these cars seem expensive. They do seem expensive. So I have currently got for sale the Hyundai i20, which is here for anybody that hasn't seen it. I paid £1,200 for that car with a year's MOT and runs and drives. I checked it over. There's a bit of bodywork that it could do with painting, but it was £1,200. It's for sale for £2,200. Didn't have to do anything other than swap a door lock, which was 50 quid, and clean it, polish it. It was a state as well. But that aside, £1,200. This one is on there. That's £1,000 plus fees, and it'll probably go for more. It's got 100,000 miles and it's red. There's this one on there that is Cat N, and that's £1,000 plus fees. So I'm just thinking, like, how are people going to buy these cars? And I'm really interested to see what they sell for at auction. So maybe buying from auction because I don't really want to buy from auction, but if I can't get anything from the DealerMetrics app this week, I kind of thought, well, let's give the auction a go. Let's try it. It's good for content. I haven't bought a car from auction in over 6 years. So I thought, let's do it. It will be a bit of a day out. It will be to collect it, the journey. I can bring you guys with me. And that could be quite a fun thing to do, making profit from cars from auction. So I have got 5 cars that I've shortlisted, but I don't really want to buy them. If I can buy the Corsa that I've messaged, then I'm going to go and buy that. And then I'll just see what these sell for, because I kind of think I need to get my toe in the market to see what cars are selling for on auction. So before we go into what the auction cars are, I'm going to show you a little bit more about the DealerMetrics app. So for anybody that is new to the channel, the way that DealerMetrics works is an AI software. If you're looking for a black Audi A3 S-Line, less than 60,000 miles on it, put that into the DealerMetrics software, and as soon as one is listed on Auto Trader, eBay, Gumtree or Facebook Marketplace, you receive a WhatsApp or an email depending on how you set up your account. Straight away, the second it's listed, you'll receive the WhatsApp. You can then go through the advert. Also, with the DealerMetrics app, it gives you a price, a retail price. It gives you a simple HPI check. It brings up the MOT history. So it does a lot of the checking of the car quickly. You can run through it and go yes or no. So it is definitely worth its weight in gold. And as I say, I'm trying to get my cars through that because I can go and view them. I can go and check them. I can negotiate the price, because those i20s that are going through BCA tomorrow seem just a bit expensive. And I'm waiting to see what the other ones go for, which we'll look at. So if you're interested in taking up one of their packages, you've got the starter pack, that's £20 a month. You've got the small trader, which is what I am, that's £50 a month. And then if you're a bigger dealership and you're looking to source more vehicles, then you've got the Pro, which is £120 a month. So it's a really cost-effective way to buy cars. If you take the small one, like me, the £50 a month package, and if I buy this Corsa, it costs £50. If I buy another car next week, it's £25 for the month. So really, really cost-efficient way to add this software to your business. Links in the description, Driveway 10. Definitely worth checking it out. Even if you only source 1-2 cars a month, it's that extra bit of stock that you've bought yourself, you've checked it, you've plugged it in, you've OBD scanned it, happy. Now, what else have I been doing? So I've been on BCA. It's been 6 years since I've been on BCA, and it hasn't changed, it's exactly the same. I'm going to show you what I've got in my watch list. Now, some of it, you tell me in the comments if you would buy any of these 5. I'm going to set you up on the camera in front of the screen rather than trying to scan the phone. And I'll show you what I've got my eyes on for tomorrow and Wednesdays. 3 tomorrow. I'm on 2 on Wednesday. Yeah, 5. I must be mad. So here is my BCA cars. We've got this little Fiat Punto 1.4. There is an advice. I'm only going for assured cars. So basically a BCA assured report. I would never buy something that doesn't have a report, because that is just a pure gamble. So this one is saying that the oil level is low, but it has been a year since its last service. So let's hope that that is just the fact that it's burnt some oil over the last 12 months. Other than that, decent mileage, 79,000. It's a 2014. I think it's a great first car for a learner driver. Why are you not clicking on it? I think it's a great first car for a learner. So that's going through tomorrow at 11 o'clock. It's a 3-door, but I think for a learner car, a 3-door's all right. It's a bit dirty. Imagine we're going to polish this paint up. We'll come back to that later as well. Bit of damage there. Some touch-ups on the back bumper. Again, like the little scuffs. I can polish and colour in, but the difference I can make to this paint, that might have already had paint, is gonna be phenomenal on this one. So I think it's a safe bet. It's 1,500, and by my maths, I've worked out costings on all of them. So I reckon it's a £3,300 car minus £1,000 for profit, minus £200 for the service, minus £60 for admin fees to put it onto Auto Trader, and then I'll work out my price on that one, how much I can pay. So that one I'm going to be bidding around £2,000. Then I've got my next choice is a little KA. This one, full green assured report, and this one, it's really good mileage. This is the one that is... See, I don't know how to use BCA anymore. I can't even check where the mileage is. You guys are probably already screaming in the comments like, the mileage is there. So last service at 12,000. This is 14,000. Yeah, it's there. So 14,000 miles on it. One owner. It's grade 4. And the reason it's grade 4 is because somebody did a lot of colouring in on this car. So this side of the car, you can't see it in BCA's rendered images. It is trashed. Now, if I skip. Bonnet, you've got 2 little bits there. Really not worried about those. That we can get repainted. So a repair like that's normally £250, £300, depending on where you go. Wheel trims, we'll get another set straight off of Amazon and make those look nice. That will get painted, so hopefully they'll just be able to do a blend on that. I'm not quite sure on that colour. And then here, so this is 100%. The phone is picking it up as well. Look at that for colouring in. But there is another door on eBay. There's about 4 or 5, £75. So I just swap the door, get a paint repair, and that would cost £400-500. Door and the front wing and the front bumper all sorted. So actually that would be a 14,000 mile, one owner, good history, and the bodywork would be mint. We'll polish it, we'll change the wheel trims. That would be a definite bit of me car. Great mileage, great little car. So definitely, as much as that is battered, just order a door. Easy as that. Let's carry on. So that is my... Charles, start whinging. Then we've got this one out of the 2 Yaris's, safe. Now, again, there's not many more pictures I can get of these cars, which is why I don't like buying from auction. But this one, again, doesn't seem to be completely battered. 63,000 miles. Again, I can work my magic. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to polish that out and make this look brand new. Scratch on the glass. You can polish glass, so give it a go. Need a wing mirror. Should be plenty of these in the scrapyards. What that is it dirt? Did they tape it? I'm not quite sure. But again, we'll have some fun. Another scratch. Guys, let me know in the comments if you're seeing something and you're like, what is this guy doing? This is wrong, that is wrong. Because it's been 6 years, so any advice is definitely welcome in the comments. And actually, there's a few of you that do comment regularly and message me on Instagram as well. I'll be messaging you to ask for some advice on picking them up and things like that. So, let's crack on and let's see the last 2 that go through on Wednesday. Maybe I'm not buying them, but maybe we are buying them. And yeah, it's exciting. It's something new. It's something different. So as much as I could buy bad, it's going to be content. It's going to be experience. And hopefully we won't lose more than like £2 grand. Let's look at these last ones. So the last 2 are, again, another Yaris, which... it's a bit tatty. I think this is the tatty one. White car, so we can just clean that, polish up the headlights and make it look nice. Wheels, it's got sensors. I think this is one that's got sat nav in it as well. Yeah, it does. So it's got a sat nav. Again, great mileage. Little tom-tom unit. I'm sure that's standard. A little bit of damage down here, so we can definitely just get a Toyota touch-up paint. Again, you're not going to do much with that except for polish it and touch it in, make it nice, clean. And that's the only downside, but there's got to be a white bumper for sale on eBay. If not, I reckon that they could plastic weld that, fill it and paint it, because it's such on the edge. I reckon they can whip the wheel off and do it as a smart repair rather than that bumper off and massive job repair. I will be checking on that before I bid, because that is Wednesday. New seal, you're definitely going to get one of those from the scrapyard. And there's a little bit that is just pushed in there. So we might just need to get a block of wood behind there and heat this up and push it back out. But I quite like that one. 60,000 miles, grade 4, green on the assured report. Just overall quite a decent little car. 2 keys. I think this has got quite a few owners. Yeah, 5 owners, which is a bit. But it should sell quite easily. And again, I don't think that's much money. I'm sure this was another cheap one. I want to try and buy a couple of cheap ones, because those are the ones I can add the most value to by making them look phenomenal. And the last one is a mega school bus. I have sold, I don't know, 20, 30, maybe more of these over the last 7 years. We love them at the dealership. Other than a few pressure sensors in the exhaust causing us a bit of hassle, we've never had a problem. We've sold them with 85, 90,000 miles on them before. Never really caused me a massive headache. Don't get me wrong, they take 2 days to clean. But you guys like watching detailing videos. You said that in the comments. So this would be a massive detail, polishing this up, making it look brand new. And I think I'd enjoy a good 2-day detail. Obviously a family car. Seat covers might have protected some of the damage. Minging, but mats down. Can't zoom in on that. That looks damaged over there. So we're going to need to get a new trim or door card. But again, common car, lots of parts available. 94,000 miles. Not a mega spec car actually. It's just a Z-Tech. But again, in terms of damages, doesn't seem to be anything that we can't polish up and bring back the shine. Small dent there. These come up on all of them, so we'll just get those stuck back down. Little dent here, so we'll get the dent man out and get him on that one. But that's really not a bad one. And I think this one had really, really good history. Yeah, 11 services, 8 of them being main dealer. Last one at 90, so we'll do a service. So those are my choices. Let me know in the comments what you think, and obviously as they go through on Tuesday and on Wednesday, we will see what they sell for, because I've worked out my costings on all of them, so it will be good to see how far away I am from being able to buy them. So on the KA, my max offers 1940. On the Yaris NJ61, let me just check which one that is the white one, so that's the tatty one. I want to pay 840 quid, and obviously that would be amazing. The Punto, it's a 3.5 grand car, so I want to pay 2 grand. We said that, £2,040. And the S Max, I can pay 2,140, taking them to the fact that that's got to have service, the fee, and needs 2 tyres from the MOT. So I've done my costings, so I'm excited. I'm going to put those there, and I want to see when those cars go through, how much they sold for, and maybe I'm bidding on them. We'll see. But also, DealerMetrics app, you never know when a car might ping that's a bit of you. So my search is for anything Kia, Corsa, anything that's kind of your generic nice simple car. That's what my search criteria is. So I could actually get a DealerMetrics come through this evening and I go and view that car tomorrow morning, and tomorrow morning you see me skirt in a new car. I don't know, but Monday is done. Monday's not done. Monday is not done. I am this evening going to order a polisher. So I've been checking around, and I think I've ended with this. I think this is the one we use in the dealership. It's only £127, but it's got more speeds. It's better at cutting. It's a better unit than the cheap £30 one that I've got. So when I do buy my next car, we'll have a better polisher. We are just reinvesting the money. So when we started, remember we started this with nothing. This room was an empty room. Should have the footage, I'll put it up here. So we bought a desk, a filing cabinet, a printer, a computer, a jet wash, a stand, a sofa, whatever that is. That is a storage side cabinet, a detailing brushes, and now we're going to get a polisher. We still need to get a steam cleaner. So every month and every time we sell a car, we're just buying what you need to run a business. And obviously a polisher will polish the cars faster, polish the cars better, and the one that I've got is the cheapest of the cheap, simplest polisher. So I'm going to treat myself and get one of these Dash 6s. I can't afford the Rupes Bigfoot. I've seen these £200-300. We're not on that sort of level. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We have got an A7 at some point this week to polish as well. So when the polisher arrives, we'll do the A7. It's a friend of mine's car. What else? TT. We need to crack on with TT. A lot of you are telling me to stop playing with the TT. But sometimes it's nice to take a bit of a kind of a de-stress day when you're thinking about money and buying cars and selling cars and all the business and family and everything like that. It's nice to just go out there, put some music on, and take a turbo off a car. Send it off if it's broken, if it's not broken. I hope that the turbo is broken, otherwise we've done all of that work for nothing and we still don't know what's wrong with the car. So it is Tuesday morning and we are ready to rock. I've been up, I've done the school run, and now I've got my warm jumper ready to go on because I went and bought the Corsa last night. He messaged to say that I could go over. It turns out he lived literally 3 minutes down the road. So I thought, why mess about? Let's go tonight. I did the school run in the car, runs and drives sweet. Obviously I checked it yesterday, so I will show you that in a second. Now let's have a quick look at mine, and then I got to get changed because this is the car that needs guard dog. Oh, he's a big guard dog. On your bed. On your bed. So this is one that needs the underseal, so I sent Jess out to go and get all the underseal. I will show you the underside when we jack it all up and take all the wheels off in a second. But from what I saw last night under it with a torch, it really is not as bad as the MOT station have made out. So the good, the bad, the ugly. It does have a dent. I don't know if my dent man will be able to get that out. It definitely won't be able to do anything with that, but the main bulk of that dent should be able to get out. But other than that, the tailgate's clean. The back bumper, again, we've got little light scuffs, and actually some of it's just dirt. But overall, the condition of this is, all of this will polish out. There is a little scuff here, but I'm very confident I'll polish that out. And it just needs a good clean. There's a little bit of curb rash on those two, but overall the wheels are not mangled. It's a very straight car. Front, again, we've got some little scuffs, but we can polish those. Headlights need to be buffed. No damage on any of the seals. Some more light scratching, but as soon as we start to polish, this will come up phenomenal. So I've sent Jess out to get a couple of, I haven't got the keys, we'll check the interior later. And like paint that like I did on the Audi, and we'll take off the rest of this one, and then we'll paint that as well. Somebody's just put some, so we sand and paint those. So loads of work, 2 days I reckon. And the first job is I'm gonna get it cleaned on the exterior, get underneath it, which is gonna be awful. Jet wash all underneath, try and sand it back as much as we can, and then underseal it all. So the underside is as fresh as we can make it. So we're gonna we're gonna whip all the wheels off it, and whilst it's up on axle stands, we'll clean it all. We'll clean all the wheels up, clean all the wheel wells, clean under the car, clean the engine bay, clean the exterior of the car. So today is just gonna be a cleaning day. Now, I don't want this video to be just a detailing video, because this Sunday video is kind of the week of a home dealer. So I'll do another full video which will drop Wednesday after this video on exactly what we did with this. So today I'll put a few clips in of the underseal and bits like that, but I won't clog up this video with that. That will be its own full restoration video, because it's going to take 2 days at least. All the underseal and washing today, and then a polish, and then an exterior. And I've also ordered some red caliper paint as well. You know what I'm like. I've ordered some red caliper paint so that the calipers can be red. I think it will be more sporty. I would like to paint the wheels black, but I don't think I'm going to waste it. I need Red Bull. I don't think I'm going to waste the time on painting the wheels black, even though I want to. I want to pimp it. Red calipers, black wheels, be looking cool. So let me know in the comments what you think if I've bought a good car. £1,500 is what I paid for it. Should sell. My plan is it's 3,100 and something retail. Let's call it 3 grand retail. I'm going to put it up for 2,750 once all the underseal's done. Obviously take pictures before, take pictures after, and yeah, I think 2,750 should sell quite quick. First car. I've done an hour driving it this morning, it's all good. Get the dent man out. We'll see. I'm gonna crack on. I'll see you guys outside when I'm all wrapped up. Let's jump into what the plan is. So I've got this Jump Surge, not sponsored, but I use this literally every day because the light on it is absolutely awesome. So we'll have a look under the car in a second using this light. Then I usually, on the TT, on this one, I did the Amorite, but Amazon couldn't get it till Wednesday, and I want to get this done, majority of it done today. So Halfords, Tetros, Underseal, same thing. It's all much of a muchness, I'm sure. So let's have a good look at what we're dealing with, or what seems to be the MOT advisory. Now, I am definitely not an MOT tester, but I don't think that that looks very bad at all. So rear axle is one of the advisories, and actually it's pretty decent under here. So we're going to jet wash all under here before we do it. We've got 2 types, so we've obviously got the paint on one, so I can paint it along the rear axle. And then obviously I've got the spray, so I can spray all of the bits that I can't get to. But there's nothing rusted. The backing plates are not rusted out. The backs of the drums even. It's a little bit, but it's not that bad. Let's have a look at the front. Part is the front, so we'll start on the front and get these wheel wells done first, then underneath. It's going to be a rolling round in the wet. Let's do this. I'm not looking forward to this bit.
Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Where you look, way you touch, the way you feel, yeah. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you?
So now we're on to actually washing the car. So I've just sprayed the car with some citrus pre-wash, all the lower areas. Again, in the wheel wells as well. Need them as clean as we can. So let's snow foam it up and start getting this washed onto the car. And we're moving on to the next step. I'm not gonna lie, that literally exhausted me, but the end result will be worth it. So now that the car is washed, you start to see more damages come through. That was obviously, it had some form of wax on it. Now the car is literally, this is the paint, this is the quality of the current paint of the car. So it's going to be very easy from this point to start buffing that up. Now my plan is to dry this off a little bit and then spray some gloss black on all of the parts in there so they're black. So before we underseal them, they've got some paint protection. And yeah, that's the crack. Here's this. So I've just sprayed a quick little black just to clean it all up. It will be even nicer when it's done. And then I started get everything sprayed with a coat of black paint, and then from there we'll start undersealing. This is a lot of work. I'm going to get the hairdryer out and get everywhere blown out and dry and double check everything before we put any underseal on. But I think that this is going to look really clean, and it's already looking a hell of a lot better. But wait till we get some gloss black in there, it'll look bang on. If it stays like that, I'll be over the moon. Did it shoot up? But that, oh, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look so good, like a brand new car. Phone died because we've been out here for 8 hours working. So I taped these up, and basically I just got a little 320 off the little sanders. The other side was the one that had the most damage, and I'm just scuffing these up ready for paint. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. What a day it's been. 8 hours of absolute graft, but we have achieved so much. The underside is now looking phenomenal. I love how it looks. It's looking absolutely fantastic, and I could not be happier with the results. It was hard work, prep, but I do want to try the Lano Guard stuff because see the difference. I think that could be a future video where we compare it to this one, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We've still got to finish this one. So tomorrow we'll cut the headlights. Maybe we'll do that first because I'm waiting for the polisher to turn up, waiting for the caliper paint to turn up. Probably do another coat of the underseal as well, because I didn't go mad because I don't want to overcake it. So until the polisher turns up, we're kind of stuck, but we'll figure that out in the morning as well. So I am going to put the wheels back on so they don't get nicked and leave the car ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna like transform it and just things like this. How glossy we can get this paint. Headlights are definitely gonna come up nice. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Someone woke up this morning absolutely aching, feeling like I'm 50 at 35, but it was worth it. The underside of that car looks awesome. I'm super happy with the results. Now, I've booked an MOT for the car, but they can't get it in until the 24th, which is 10 days from now. So you'll have to find out in a later video whether all that hard work actually got those advisories removed or not. So my plan is to carry on today with the outside. I am waiting for Amazon to deliver the polisher and to deliver the caliper paint. But until then, we can get these headlights done. So I can do that with the old polisher. Sanding, so we'll get that done this morning. That'll be a nice, easy job. And what else has been going on? Oh, the KA. So when you register for BCA, you get the app. It'll let you know when your car is 10 lots away. So the KA did sell yesterday. It went for 1.9, and on my figures, I worked out that 1.9 would be a half decent price for the KA. Just get my workings out so I can explain it. So I worked out that it's roughly going to be a £4 car, there or thereabouts. 500 for paint, but obviously we were going to do a 300 repair there and then replace the door. So that would have been under the 500. You had 150 just for random prep, 60 for Auto Trader, so minus 1,000 for profit would have left us at 1,940. That didn't include the fees, but we could have just about made that work. So it sold for where we kind of wanted to be. So we might have bought that one, but again, a risk that there's more damage, more things. It just worries me buying auction cars that they turn up and you've just got more work, another 400 or 500 quid than you wanted, and now you've got such little profit. Whereas with the Corsa, I know exactly what I bought and where I'm at with it, so it's better the devil you know. So let's crack on, let's get changed, because we can't be working in these clothes, and we'll start getting these headlights sorted. So apart from covering the engine in little white dots, that went perfectly to plan. I will literally, you'll be able to see the difference instantly. That one's yellow, that one's clear. There is still some condensation and some marks on the inside of the light, and there's nothing I can do about those, but the overall clearness and look of the light is a million times better than this side. So let's crack on and get this side done. So that probably took maybe half an hour, but I did 2 steps. So I cut it, and then I went with a hologram kind of fine polish to really get the finish how we want, and it's definitely came out really nice, clean, clear. So now I've got to crack on and get the rest of the car. Got to get in there done, so I'll do that next, and then we're on to these scratches. But if that's the results we're gonna get, it's gonna look phenomenal. As always, there's a slight change of plan. The wheels are off, we're painting, so I don't have time tomorrow. I've got to still prep up the Rio, so I'm going to be working late into the night to get this done, get these off the axle stands, get the Rio sorted. So let's crack on, let's get these brakes done, we can get the wheels back on, we can get it down on the ground, moved out of the way. Rio can be here ready for reviewing. Selling a car is more important than prepping a car, but this is looking so good. I've obviously buffed the wax off now, and just look at the shine. It's unbelievable. So what a bit of hard work gives you a car. Look at the gloss on that. Unbelievable. Super, super happy. Hard work. But this car now is all undersealed, looking fantastic. Paintwork looking fantastic. Wheels, I do want to do something with the wheels, but it's only a £2.5 grand car, so I think the wheels are a bit pointless, spending more time. But I'm chatting, let's go, let's get these painted. Super easy. So it's all in my hands. It's basically an E-Tech kit. They send you out the brake cleaner, the paintbrush and the paint. You just paint it on. So we've already cleaned it all up, so it should be a case of just painting. So I am more than aware that this is an unnecessary step, but I've sold enough cars to know that when they get their first little Corsa, first little Fiesta, they want their rims, they want their calipers painted. So this is the thought behind that, and I think it looks awesome already. You get the vibe we're going for. I think that it is a definite success. Just makes it look sporty, cleaner. And once the wheels back on, we'll do another coat, but once the wheels back on, I think that is gonna look the money. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm wasting my time, if you think it was a nice touch, or if you wouldn't bother. But the vision is coming to life, and I would like to paint the wheels black, I just don't have time. Right, let's get the others done. So yesterday we managed to get the whole of the exterior completely done. It looks fantastic. Now we've just got to tackle the interior. This is gonna be probably the easiest one. We're just gonna drill brush, wipe and get everything done. I have got, because I saw quite a few details using them, some scrub pads, so that should help clean up the interior a little bit easier today. Every time we sell a car, we buy better tools. Thank God we didn't wait for the polisher to arrive. It arrived at 7 o'clock, so we would have been waiting all day. But the exterior is now done. I'm happy with the results. So now we just got to get the interior done so we can get it up for sale. Now, let's jump in. I always start at the back, working forward. Let's jump on that. Typically, we strip everything out of the car. We can get out of the car, we strip. But before I do that, because this smells of cigarettes, I'm going to spray the headline in, all the seats, all the carpets, take the mats out obviously, and just douse it in the EZ gentleman's smell, because it stinks of cigarettes and nobody wants a car that stinks of cigarettes. So let's get that done first, then we'll strip everything out. So now we've got everything stripped out of the car, we're ready to go. Now this was taken to the Happy Hand car wash, so the carpets have all been hoovered, so it shouldn't be a massive fight. Clean up the plastics, obviously a smoker's car, some cobwebs, but overall the condition is really not bad. Should be an easy day. We're halfway through the cleaning and it's definitely not that hard, but it's definitely dirtier than I thought it was. So let's have a look. The back obviously is immaculate, lovely and clean, so that now probably will run a wet vax just to make sure it is super perfect. Then doors all good, sprayed white, ready. Seats obviously get wet vaxed at the very end, and then all the carpets, rails are now done. Door card on that side, that door card's done. So we're moving on to the front. So I think I'm just gonna get this side done, and then I'll meet you in the front and we'll get that whole console done together, and then we'll wet vax the seats, and then it'll be the reveal. So we're nearly through this one. I've got another car on the way to detail from the dealership. So yeah, we're flying. We've got to be quick because that one's got to be done today as well. So we're definitely going to be cleaning by torchlight in the dark again. But it's funny, isn't it? I'm going to park this one up for now. We're going to crack on with the dealer work. Let's have a quick look at that. This one, it's 90% there. The seats obviously, and the mats. But this one, it's not that bad. It's polishing is what it needs. So, no, it's locked. The paint is so flat that when you polish this up, it will be super glossy. I'll get the keys in a second. Bit of brake dust, but the main reason it's with me is for polishing. So let's transform this from this dull white to something super glossy. Let's hit it. So that first once over with the citrus pre-wash, it just blows everything out of the channels, the gullies, so that you're kind of not going to be fighting dirt later on. So you've kind of blasted all your channels out, your door shuts. Now I'm going to do the engine bay, because again that's going to spray stuff absolutely everywhere. Then we'll do the wheels, then we'll snuff on. So there is kind of a process of why I did the citrus pre-wash like that first, so that every little channel that you blast out doesn't keep giving you dirt on dirt on dirt, so it's easier later on. It's a small step.
Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Yeah. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? You. Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk?
Those wheels nearly killed me. I sometimes get annoyed with these cars because you think, oh, what a lovely little car. But she's already took it to the car wash and they've done the best that they can. So then you're left with the bits that nobody else can get off. So we've done it. It took what, the front, now how many goes I had to keep going, but those wheels look great. So the paint is smooth, but it's definitely not shiny. So I'm gonna whip out the new polisher that arrived last night and see if we can get, oh, it's so nice and warm in here. Right, let's get this polisher up, see what it does. I am not one of the detailing boys. All I can tell you is that is the specs. It's definitely, I'm gonna knock that water over. It's definitely the same as what we had at the dealership, which I quite liked. So, whereas I think this one, when you spin, it keeps spinning, so you have to be careful because you will rip the paint off of everywhere. Whereas the one that I've got, as soon as it gets on a bit of a bump, it stops spinning. So not great. So this has got a longer cable. So there was a cheaper version of this, and the watt was a little bit less, and the cable length was a little bit less. So I went for the longer cable one purely because we're on the drive. So I'm going to put all this together and I'll meet you outside. Yeah, exciting. Woohoo! Love it. I don't know if the camera is picking it up or not, but it is so much smoother. That is definitely amazing for cutting paint. Whether it does a great job at polishing, we're yet to see. With a white car, you don't really tell. But the comparison, when I go from here to here, this is super like glass, and then that's all flat. So it's crack on to get the whole car done, and it's so much smoother, faster, easier. So far, I'm happy. This is why I hate white cars. So around every badge, around the Mazda, it's just, you have to get every little crack and crevice. Otherwise, you can spend as much as you want making that look glossy and nice, but when they look at it, all they see is dirt, dirt, and dirt. So now I've got to fiddle about getting all these little bits cleaned up, which is not fun. Was way harder than it needed to be, but it is done. Safe to say the dealership are gonna love it. I've now got a crack on with the interior. It is 10 to 5 and it's gonna be a late one, but here we go. Glowing, all the badges done, greased up, Rain-X on all the windows, wheels that were an absolute battle, all the door handle edges. If I was in the market for a little Mazda, that would definitely do me. So I'll see you guys in the morning when we finalize everything for this week. We're at the Corsa for sale, drop this back at the dealership, but there's not much more I'm going to be showing you. I've got a guard dog. Should have a look at this guard dog. What a big brave dog. I know I said I'd leave it there, but actually I thought you might want to have a laugh. It's gone 7 o'clock. I'm using a torch to hoover, so I'm getting very good results, as you can see. I've been doing this since 9 o'clock this morning, so yeah, we're enjoying ourselves. I'm gonna get this footwell done, that footwell, probably the dash, nearly there. Another half an hour, 7:30. What a long day. Who said running your own business was fun? Because I'm missing that bit at the moment. Friday, the last day of the working week for me, and I am ready to not clean cars for a day because I am hurting. So last night you saw I was still going past 7, half 7, and I then came in and wet vaxed the mats for both cars, so they're ready to go back in. It's been a slog this week, but you know, not in a bad way. I'm not moaning that I've had to work this hard. It's cold. It's a 2 jumper day today again. I'm definitely losing my voice, but whew, we're going to finish this one up, drop it back to the dealership. Just needs glass, wet vax. The Corsa needs wet vax, tyre dressing, and then we're going to get it down to the park, get videos, pictures, and get that for sale. I put the price up. What is going on? I put the price up on the Rio and on the i20. I put in the adverts, obviously bespoke cars, Bournemouth, our website address, 3 months warranty, long MOT or 12 months, PDI inspected. So I hope we're trying that. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the thing that we've been missing. Rather than trying to sell them at price, really pushing the fact that it's quality, dealer-ish cars. So we'll see how that gets on. If you've got to this part in the video, you've been watching for about an hour. So you must like it. Subscribe, like, comment. And yeah, I'm going to get these wrapped up. We'll wrap up Friday. And next week, you've got the video coming out on Wednesday of the Corsa. And hopefully next week, we sell 3 cars or 4 cars. Get some more cars. I don't know. We got to pump it up and go for it. That's all I can say, is just keep going. Every day, push as much as we can. Let's get this car done. As always, we are super busy. So just dropped the Mazda back. Got another car to detail there. And we're about to do the pictures on this. I haven't done the seats yet, but I need to get the exterior pictures. And then I can come back, wet back the seats on this. And then do that detail. So the seats are still skanking. The smell has improved in here. I like this little thing. Right, I'll see you at the park. At the spot where I like to shoot. Look at this. How good does that look? Obviously we've got to finish the interior, but with the calipers, the paint is super glossy. Should be an easy sell, I think. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to crack on and get these done, and I'll see you back at the house. That took forever and a day, just kept going over it and over it and over it and over it. Now normally I leave the car to run to drive the seats, but it won't start, so I'm going to figure out what that is. Just a quick look at the seats, and then I'll leave you with the final pictures and videos of this car done for sale. So I'm just getting ready to end this video here. I'm going to crack on with the dealer work. Normally, after I finish the car, I start it up and leave it to run. It won't fire up. find out next week what's wrong with this, because I need to look it up and crack on with cars that are going to pay me money. So I've got a cash car that is the priority. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. I'll see you next week.